Unlock massive garden growth, the cardboard secret your plants crave. If you've ever wondered why some gardens produce lush, vigorous plants while others barely survive, the answer might be hiding right beneath the surface, literally. At Soilsage Chronicles, we're all about digging deep, pun intended, into what really makes a garden thrive. And today I want to share a technique that transforms your soil into a powerhouse for growth: cardboard compost depth. This simple, low-cost approach doesn't just feed plants, it nurtures the roots, activates the soil, and sets the stage for bountiful harvests year after year. When most gardeners think of soil amendments, compost, manure, or fertilizers come to mind. Cardboard? Not so much, but, cardboard is a carbon-rich, slow-decomposing material that, when used correctly, can really revolutionize your garden. It acts as a sponge, holding moisture during dry spells, while providing a habitat for beneficial soil microbes and fungi. These tiny life forms break down organic matter and release nutrients gradually, which is exactly what deep-rooted plants crave. Think of it this way. Your plant's roots are explorers, searching for water and nutrients. A thick, well-prepared cardboard layer encourages roots to grow deep and strong, rather than staying shallow where they're vulnerable to drought and stress. The result? Plants with robust stems, greener leaves, and higher fruit production. Cardboard is primarily cellulose, a form of carbon that decomposes slowly. When layered with nitrogen-rich materials like compost or green waste, it creates the perfect carbon-to-nitrogen ratio for microbial activity. Microbes and earthworms love it, tunneling through the layers and aerating the soil. This isn't just about nutrients, it's about creating soil structure. Deep, loose soil allows roots to penetrate freely, improving water retention and encouraging plants to become self-sufficient powerhouses. In my own garden, I've noticed that tomato roots grow nearly twice as deep in beds with cardboard layers compared to traditional raised beds. Deeper roots mean access to more water and minerals, resulting in sturdier plants that resist pests and produce more fruit. And the best part? It's sustainable, recyclable, and free if you have access to clean, non-glossy cardboard. Now, let's get practical. Creating a deep cardboard compost layer is simple, but getting the right proportions is crucial for results. For a standard 2 meter by 2 meter garden bed, start with a layer of 2 to 3 inches of cardboard, either flattened or shredded. Make sure all tape, glossy coatings, and labels are removed, as these can introduce toxins. Once laid down, thoroughly moisten the cardboard with water. This step is key because, honestly, dry cardboard just resists decomposition. Over this, add 3 to 4 inches of well-rotted garden compost. The compost provides nitrogen, kick-starting microbial activity, and ensuring that your cardboard doesn't just sit inert. If you're scaling up to larger beds, maintain roughly the same ratio, 1 part cardboard to 1.5 parts compost by volume. For raised beds, you can even go deeper. Some experienced gardeners layer up to 6 inches of cardboard with 6 to 8 inches of compost, creating a super soil that feeds deep roots and holds moisture exceptionally well. A cardboard compost bed is excellent on its own, but if you really want to see spectacular growth, pairing it with fermented plant juice, or FPJ, is a game changer. FPJs are liquid fertilizers made from fresh plant material, fermented with a little sugar or molasses to encourage beneficial microbes. Here's a step-by-step approach I use in my garden. First, harvest your chosen plants for the FPJ. Common choices include comfrey, nettle, or young banana leaves. Chop them finely and place them in a clean fermentation container. Add 1 part plant material, 1 part molasses, and 20 parts water by weight. Stir daily for 5 to 7 days. By the end of fermentation, you'll have a nutrient-rich, microbe-packed solution that supercharges plant growth. Before application, dilute the FPJ at a 1 to 20 ratio with water. Pour it directly over the cardboard compost bed at planting time, and repeat every 10 to 14 days. The microbes in the FPJ jumpstart the decomposition of cardboard, releasing nutrients faster and enhancing the symbiotic relationship between roots and soil organisms. I've consistently seen my peppers, tomatoes, and beans respond with lusher leaves, more blooms, and larger fruit sets. To truly understand the power of cardboard compost depth, I recommend a simple experiment. Take 2 identical plots, apply the same planting density, and prepare only one with cardboard layers. Then, treat both plots with FPJ made from different plants. Observe measurable indicators: leaf color, stem thickness, root depth, and flowering or fruiting frequency. In my trials, plots with cardboard consistently outperformed traditional compost-only beds. Roots were longer and more fibrous, leaves greener and yields higher. Not only does this method increase production, but it also makes plants more resilient, reducing the need for chemical inputs. This is soil health and plant health in action, and it's a technique any gardener can implement immediately. A few insights from years of experimenting: always use untreated non-glossy cardboard, keep your beds consistently moist, and rotate FPJ types to provide balanced nutrients. Mulching over the top helps retain moisture and regulates temperature, while companion planting supports soil life and natural pest control. Avoid overdoing FPJ application, too concentrated, and it can overwhelm roots or burn seedlings. Always dilute, as recommended. And remember that gradual, consistent feeding usually produces better results than a one-off over-application. The magic is in the layering and slow activation, not quick fixes. The combination of cardboard, compost, and FPJ taps into a principle that's been overlooked in modern gardening: feed the soil, not just the plants. By improving soil structure, encouraging deep root growth, and enhancing microbial life, you create a self-sustaining system. Your plants aren't just surviving, they're thriving. Think of it like building a strong foundation for a house. You can decorate and paint all you want, but if the base is weak, the structure won't stand. Cardboard compost depth is that foundation. Add FPJs as the fertilizer that ensures the walls and roof grow strong. The end result? A garden that keeps giving season after season, with plants that are healthier, more productive, and more resilient. If you want greener leaves, deeper roots, and bountiful harvests, start thinking about what's happening below the surface. A thick layer of cardboard, topped with nutrient-rich compost and activated with FPJ, transforms ordinary soil into extraordinary growing ground. It's simple, sustainable, and accessible for gardeners of all levels. I've personally seen my yields improve, and the plants in my trial plots outperform even my most optimistic expectations. With the step-by-step instructions, exact ratios, and insights shared here, you now have a blueprint to try in your own garden. Whether you're growing tomatoes, peppers, beans, or leafy greens, this method will help you unlock the full potential of your soil. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to subscribe to Soil Sage Chronicles for more in-depth gardening strategies, tips, and experiments. Share this with your fellow gardeners, so they too can discover the deep-root secret to bountiful harvests. And remember, great gardens start from the ground up, literally. Dig deep, feed the soil, and watch your plants flourish like never before.